Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and welcome to something very special. You should already know what this is, but I'm going to let this play out because it's hilarious. Welcome to Donkey Kong Country, a wonderful game back in 1994. This game is near and dear to my heart. Those of you who watched my tag know that it's one of the games that, like probably one of the very first platformers. Well, not very first, but like one of my favorite platformers of all time. And the thing is, it was one of the first games that honestly featured a two-player that was more, actual co-op based instead of like back in like Super Mario World and games like that, where you took turns, and all that. Damn it. And so basically here, let's just do one player, because I will admit my original plan was to kind of introduce, have my sister come back and help me with this, but really there's just been no time for us to get together and do videos. So I'm going to do this one on my own, and maybe when I do eventually do the other ones, I might have her join and help out with those, if she's still interested in doing these. Anyway, though, here's the thing. This game, like I said, is very near and dear to my heart, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I would have to literally admit that it's one of my favorite games of all time. And the reason why is because me and my family used to play this all the time. Back before we got any of the systems that we do have today, me, my dad, my mom, my brother, all of us would just take turns playing this, and we would have a blast. Sadly, my sister missed out on a lot of this because she didn't get introduced into video games until a little bit later. But still, we all had a hell of a fun time playing this. So let's go into the first area, Jungle Hijinks. A lot of people may not know a lot about a whole bunch about this game. And if you don't, I feel sorry for you, because that means you missed out on a very gem of a game. But don't worry, I don't blame you either. Personally, my first experience with this game, I was like, wait a second, you play as a monkey? That's kind of weird, but okay. Here's the thing with this game. There's a few things you gotta keep in mind. You have two characters. One is Diddy Kong here, and the other one is Donkey Kong, of course. There's a little secret there. Anyway, you want to head back here for a reason, because we want to get that K now. Here we go. So let's see, what else can I talk about the game? My first experience with this game, I would have to say that although I enjoyed every bit of it, there was times when I was just like irritated with the game, because it can get very frustrating very fast, especially if when you first play you don't have any idea what you're doing. The game can get ridiculously hard pretty early on, actually. I mean, this first level, no, definitely not hard at all. But like the later levels, oh yeah, they get hard, and they get hard fast. But don't worry, it's not like it's a big deal. For this, how you do it is you choose the one you want, and then you kind of follow the pattern. So you want to hit it right after the ostrich. I'm probably going to screw this up because of how fast it's moving. Yeah, I did. That's okay. It still counts even if you don't get it. In this game, there was no rewards for, like, really defeating the bonus things, so to speak. It was just an option for you. You can actually come up to that tree branch right there and use DK's ground smash to actually get some bananas out of those trees, but it's not required. More or less, my goal for this Let's Play, if you're wondering, because this is a game that's kind of difficult actually to get 100% on. So, I'm just going to tell you right now, in no way am I aiming for 100%. So, yeah, just so you know. And the reason why I changed back to TK is because those guys are a lot easier to kill with him. And you're probably asking yourself, if you've played this game before but never tried what I'm doing, you're probably asking yourself, how do I know that you can actually slam those trees and get bananas from them each time? It's the color. You can't do that to every tree. If you try to do it to every tree, it won't work. But if they're like a little bit darker tree, you can do that every time. Anyway, follow it down here, and you get another secret. As always, you don't really have to really do much. Just make your way across this one if you want to get the end. Other than that, you don't really have to do that. In this version of the game, collecting Kong doesn't do anything. If you play the Game Boy Advanced remake, you have to get all the letters of Kong to actually get 100% of the game. So, just in case you were wondering. Other than that, there's really not much to this game. Make sure to jump above this. No, come on, I know you can do it, bastard. There you go. Yes, it does count if you go out as it's counting it up. Now, I never knew this before, but you actually have to, oh yeah, I missed one of the secrets of that. Oh well. You actually have to do this to get part of 100% too. I haven't seen you in this neck of the woods in a long time. 3 lives and 3 continues. That's all we had. A lot of people wonder what he's talking about here, but games never looked like this when I was a lad. He's probably talking about like the first, and we were much better off in those days as well. Like the very first Donkey Kong game. So yeah, I bet you thought this was 64-bit, eh boy? No, that's actually a little bit later, isn't it? I've got more gameplay in my little finger than you've got in this whole game. You know what they say, all graphics and no gameplay. Not true, actually. This game actually has pretty decent graphics though, but also great gameplay too. Keep your eyes peeled for Rambi the Rhino. He can crash into almost any hidden room. I don't know any more than that at the moment. But yeah, you have to actually stay and listen to all of that. If you do that, then it just says that you've completed that. If you just skip it, it doesn't count towards your 100%, which is interesting. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really aiming for 100%, but just to let you know what you would need to do to get 100%, I'm gonna, you know, make that point to bring it up, you know. Anyway, there's one up here too. This one's actually kind of interesting because even though there's no point, you can actually roll and jump back there as Diddy and do it again if you want. I actually found that out when I was a kid because I loved that barrel thing so much that I wanted to do it twice. And so I actually tried over and over again to actually get that to work. So I thought it was just hilarious. anyway. Another thing to keep in track of is that holding down the Y button is kind of a necessary thing for this game, just so you know. Because if you don't, then you end up... which one is it? I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Again, just bananas. Nothing really important. Oh, I landed on top of it. There's nothing down below, so don't worry about that. My controller's complaining. I'm pushing on it kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, yeah, if you slam the ground around here, you can get bananas. Another way you can do it is you can jump on this sometimes, but it doesn't always work. For this, just make your way up here. And here comes the reason why I want to play this game. The underwater levels in this game have some of the best soundtracks ever, in my opinion. They've done this in every Donkey Kong Country game, so let's do it, shall we? Yeah, you kind of get the idea of this. But, what the? That's not... That's an interesting thing. Look at that. There it goes. That's actually kind of funny. That's the first time it's ever done something like that. Yeah, I mean, like, the music for this game is widely known, and a lot of people recognize it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got the acapella version that Smooth McGroove made, and I play it whenever it rains, because I just think it adds an extra atmosphere to the rain. Not gonna lie. Another interesting song in the game that we won't be using this right now, but you get some pretty awesome music from is this. Whoa, dude, my name is Funky Kong. My bodacious jumbo barrel can launch you to any point on the island. Most unfortunately, it can only send you to a place you've already been to. Which is a complete and total bummer, let me tell you. Whoa, dudes. Yeah, I'm just letting you listen to this for a little bit. Yeah, anyway, there's that music. This level is an interesting one because it has the most shortcuts in it. In fact, it's possible to pretty much skip this entire level. And that's no joke. For this, you want to switch to Diddy. So you can get up here. For this, you want to try getting past this guy. Actually, you can just put the barrel down like that. By the way, if you've never done that before, how you do it is you bend down and you let go of Y. Pretty much. I don't know the secret to that, by the way, so that's why I messed it up. I remember for the longest time, I used to think that there was a secret right here. There's not, but I used to think that the reason why they gave you that barrel was to jump over and throw it here, but it's not. Just a fun little thing. Another cool thing that you can do in this game is you can shoot out of that cannon and hit those. Yeah, so it's just kind of interesting. Alright, let's see if I'm horrible at this or if I'm good like I used to be. Probably not, because I'm already struggling to get through this first one. Granted though, if you hit the B, it's kind of a pain in the ass, so that's why I'm trying not to. Yeah, the B kind of gives you a... oh shit. Gives you a kind of advantage on that, but still, I fucked it up, and because I used the shortcuts, I never got much... no, actually I did. I was gonna say, I didn't really get much of a checkpoint, did I? Oh, by the way, you don't have to unlock the thing again if you already got it. Once you got it, the game will keep track of it for you. Don't worry. Whew, that was a close one. Oh, shit. I got a little ahead of myself there. Oh, don't worry, I'll get this eventually. I didn't say I was pro at this game. I said I love this game. Now, I don't know if this game has that thing where if you jump on so many enemies in a row, you get something. I don't know if that was added later, because I know in like a good game example for this is the Donkey Kong Country Returns. Those have it, but other than that, I don't know. That was almost too early. Yeah, there we go. Come up here, hit that. Yep. Defy gravity. Kill that butthole, and go through the door. Well, it's not a door per se, but you get what I'm saying. Here's another interesting place, Candy Save Point. Hi, I'm Candy Con, and this is my save point. If you want to save your current game, jump into my spinning save barrel. And there's your save. Yeah, you might be thinking, hey, you didn't get very far. Well, I've deleted my old save files to make more. But yes, I never really got 100%. I can tell you that right now. This boss is a joke, by the way. If you die to this boss, it's probably your first time playing, or you just are really terrible at the game. Big old Nintendo banana, which they changed in the other version. In fact, I think it says rare in one of the other versions of the game that was available. Winky's Walkway is another interesting level. It has some pretty good music in it too, that's why I'm not talking, if you're wondering. This character didn't get to see much of the spotlight, sadly. He does get to do this, which is hilarious. Only way you can get these bunches of bananas is if you have him. What is his name? I'm trying to remember. God. I think his name's actually in the thing, and that wouldn't be funny if it was. It wouldn't be hilarious if it was. Little secret for this, you want to come over here, for one thing. Then you want to fly all the way to the other side of this. Which, because I fell, I'm probably not going to get there in time. Jump over this wall. And you get this 2 times multiplier. If you can collect more points before getting over here, all the better. But just know that that's not necessary at all. In fact, every 100 points gets you a life, basically. So, yeah. So 550 doesn't... I don't remember how much it is exactly. Yeah, I think his name might be Winky. And if it is, that's kind of interesting. It's not like I couldn't look it up. I just choose not to right now because I'm in the middle of the recording. But don't worry, I will have it in a, like, little annotation-like thing, so don't worry about not seeing it. But yeah, he only gets to appear a couple times in this game, and it's kind of sad, really, because I don't think they reintroduced him in the other games, especially not 2. I think he was replaced. This level, you can actually skip the whole thing if you jump over that first barrel. But of course I'm gonna show it off. I mean, why wouldn't I? Besides, you would miss out on this awesome soundtrack. Oh. That's what I get for getting those dumbass bananas. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that thought this, but the trolleys that are on their side, did anybody ever think that they were car batteries? Because I am dead serious that even though I was a kid, I knew what a car battery was. And so, you know, I looked at that, you know, trolley, you know, on its side, and I'm like, that looks like a car battery. And it wasn't until later that I realized that no, it's actually a trolley on its side. Why it's in the middle of this area, who knows, but yeah, that is a thing. And don't worry, I won't always be this terrible at the game. Just gotta give me a minute to get my bearings back. Cause it's definitely been about a year. Like, I would say about a couple of years since I've actually been playing this game again. I mean, me and my sister actually did pick it back up for fun, but we didn't get very far and then we stopped. And just the funny thing about that is that mainly it was just like lack of patience for one thing. I knew there was a part coming up that I was going to get screwed at, and it wasn't that one, but I was like, I think I'm going to be totally boned if I don't have my partner. And I was right in two ways, because it wasn't that part that does it, but there is a part coming up that is pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Just saying. Also, if you like jumping too early. Like that. My patience is at an all-time low, apparently. Trust me, though, if I did it off-screen, then I would get it. But I'm just impressed with myself. I'm like, man, how many levels am I going to get in, like, this 30-something minute time limit that I have? Not saying every episode's going to be that, but I'm just like, for this first episode so that we actually have content, instead of just me talking at the start, I thought I would go a little extra on the time limit. It's right there is where I usually die. And there. I've never actually seen a secret in this level, so I don't know where it actually is. If it even has one. I don't think it does. And the only reason why it's not showing any things is because I haven't finished it yet. I just remembered that. I'm just dying quicker and quicker. God damn it, that was retarded. I don't know what I just did there. A lot of good that's gonna do me, but I wanted to grab it anyway since I know how. And it's actually kind of terrifying when you think about it, because what you have to do it, you actually have to do a tiny hop instead of like the full-on jump. And it makes it feel like you're not gonna make that gap. You know? God. I should not have been alive. That's why I just put down the... Like, I just kind of set the controller aside for a second there. I was like, well, I'll just wait for it to do the thing and then, you know, get the sweat off my fingers so I can hit the buttons a little bit better. And then I realized, oh, I'm still alive right as I'm hitting the car battery. Yeah, looks like I'm not going to be able to defeat this in this episode. But anyway, in the next episode, we'll finish this level that's supposed to be really freaking easy. So, continue to make fun of me as much as you please. I don't mind. And when we come back, we will have this, not have it defeated, but we will be able to defeat this. Till then, everyone, bye.